I have an undergraduate degree in Anthropology and Classics with the minor in Archaeology from Grand Valley State University in Michigan, and I have a master's degree in Applied Anthropology from the University of South Florida, where I focused on heritage studies, archaeology, and I also have a graduate certificate in museum studies. I did a program at University of South Florida with Graphic Studio there. So I studied heritage mostly and heritage tourism, looking not so much at the stuff that is coming from archaeological studies, but the way people interpret it and react to it. So to me, Humans That Yarn means looking at the person rather than the media. Focusing not so much on the object or the fiber, but the individual that is using that to create something. Really looking at how that person is using yarn to express themselves and to make their mark in their creative community. And when you look at the human aspect rather than the object, you can really learn a lot. And that's something that archaeologists do all the time. Sure, they're looking at an object, but they're not looking at the object for the object's sake. They study people in the past, and that is what they're really trying to get at, is the people. And through the objects that people make and create, you can learn so much about them, about how they lived and who they are and what's influenced their lives. And Humans That Yarn is really looking at how people who are here today are using yarn to express themselves and show us those aspects of their lives. Recently, I was very fortunate to be able to work with my former employer, Historic Bethlehem, to participate in their Single Sisters series. And that series is focused on the lives of the single sisters who lived in Meridian, Bethlehem in the mid-1700s. So what I actually did was took my experience from working there, and I tried to apply this heritage story idea to the design of a shawl. And what I looked at was the architecture of the building. I pulled the colors of their clothing, and I really tried to focus on the feeling that I got spending time in this beautiful historic building, but also thinking about the stories of these women. So I think in that way, I've really been able to tie in my experiences studying heritage and as an anthropologist with how I'm approaching my fiber work, because the whole idea was to bring people into this building and get them thinking about these women and how they told their stories and how through a craft they could tell their story too. And we showed people how to make this shawl, but encouraged them, to take liberties and make choices and really make it their own.